Hi everyone, Linda here. Okay, it's time for a flip through, and then I have a question when we're done. Alright, so you saw this page. Then Friday the 20th, I drew her, and then I thought, oh, she's just needs some distraction. So I just did all kind of doodles around there. And that was the night. Badgers played that night. They won, so I was excited. Then on March 21st, I drew a picture of my grandmother. This is my father's mother. I never met her. She died early, and she was an amazing woman. She had her own flower shop in the 30s, 40s, in the basement of Haddon Hall on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. So you'll see her picture in another thing. But because she had a flower shop, then I took a raisin boats that, I have it on my desk. This one, Sweet Smiles, and I just stamped all over with it. And it's called Sweet Smiles. I didn't get her smiling because I'm not that good at drawing pictures. And so that was Friday or Saturday. And then over the weekend I get a couple extra pages. I just drew this bird. I still want to paint that. Last night I did this, so that's a week later. I was just filling in. But this is a picture I drew my grandmother from. This one is from this picture. Her name was Aralinda Loveland. I just think that's so pretty. And I was making my artist trading cards, that day, last Sunday. And so I thought, boy, Graphic 45 has all these pictures, but I have the real deal. These two are my grandmother's. This is my mother's mother, and this is my dad's mother, and I just put up here real deal. And then I put down here the Graphic 45 pictures because they looked kind of like, my desk is a real mess right now. So then this was the bird that I did. I drew him. I never did color him in yet, but I wanted to paper piece him kind of like the owl that Cat Hand did. And this was Monday, and we had some snow, so I put a little bit of liquid applique on there, which looks like snow, and I just paper pieced him. So that was kind of fun. He's supposed to be a red-breasted grosbeak or rose-breasted grosbeak. We have those. They aren't here yet, so I'm kind of waiting for those. And then on Tuesday, we've been having so much trouble with our telephone, and it came down to the fact that the company that does our telephone, does our internet and our TV and telephone, we use our cell phones more, but we feel like it comes in a bundle. Anyway, so there was just this little plug. They came out and put this new box in. Then they left. Then no one could call us because there was this little plug that just wouldn't fit in there, and it kept falling out. So anyway, I just wrote about, do you remember when, I remember my grandmother had this phone. We had a black phone that was, I have one here somewhere. Everything's still a disaster because of my room. But anyway, she had one that when you dialed it went click, click, click. Oh, I just loved that phone. And it was so heavy, and it worked. And you could have a party line and know what your neighbors were doing. So that was kind of neat. Then that was Tuesday. Then this was Wednesday. And I just wanted to use some deli paper or it's not deli paper. It's like deli paper, but it's grafting paper. Architects. I think it's for architects. Anyway, and I had done some jelly printing, and so then I just wanted to use some of it, and you can't really even tell what the jelly print was anymore, but I used some of my Stampin' Up! Roller stamps on here, and I was just having fun. This was a rub-on, and it says your aspirations are your possibilities. That was the rub-on. And then today I just added the white because I thought it was so plain. Then this one was Thursday, and I'm really feeling stressed out about my craft room and the project, and it's been 20 days since the very first time the contractor came out to look at it. Well, and he's the second contractor. So he just gave me the bid yesterday, and it just so expensive. So I have a question about that. Anyway, so this day I cut her out of my silhouette and wrote Seek Peace, and I was working on a pocket pal for a friend, And so that was something I put in there, so I put it on here too. And I was using things off my desk. Then this was Friday, yesterday, and I used my beautiful hydrangea from Andrea. And first I went around and drew all the hydrangeas with a pen. And then I went through and painted it with the Viva Decor 3D paint. Then I had cut this out with my silhouette, so I put that up there. And then today I put some of this luminary metallic gold paint I just kind of dropped so it looked like it's coming off of her. And I stamped the word dream up there. And so that was yesterday. Today isn't done, but I think I might be using These Are the Moments We Live For, and I had cut out all these little cats, and I wanted to put those on there and some bugs or butterflies or something. So I'm not sure if that's what I'm doing today or not, because, well, right now I'm cutting out things, and I cut up, the other day I got up early and I took napkins and I put them on cardstock, and then well, this is an old one that I had done on a manila folder, and this is a newer napkin that I just got with clocks on it, and I just glued them all on cardstock and let it dry while I went to my swimming exercise class, and then came back and I cut them all up in ATC side 2.5 by 3.5, and so I thought, well, I'm going to start putting them in these pocket things, and then if, you know, I want to send out some Happy Mail or a Pocket Pal, I can. So this is one of the napkins that I did, and, you know, and then of course I used some of the same stuff on here. But this is one napkin that I did, and I cut it up, and I thought, you know, that's good like that for the front, and then on the back I could put all the little gifts. And I like to make mine kind of mixed media, because most of the people I communicate with are mixed media artists, and I thought, well, they could use these to make a artist trading card if they wanted to, or, you know, I don't know, so any way they wanted to use it. So that's what I'm working on. I'm working on those today. So I've kind of got a mess on my desk, you know, all those little pieces. But I want to show you a little bit of my room. So I'm going to take the camera off of the stand. And then, okay, so this is, well, this is the room, and it goes really long. And there's going to be a wall built to divide the room, this side of the patio doors, and then that side's going to be for my stepson and his wife and baby girl. And so I've emptied, there's 2 rooms down there and a bathroom, and I've emptied those rooms out, all my craft stuff. And you can see the table down there, I have a lot of craft stuff. That's because the stuff in this area where I'm standing has to all be moved over there, so that I'm going to put a new floor in here, and I was going to put cabinets, but I'm not sure. Okay, so this is where my sewing stuff is now. And this big cabinet is just about empty because I've moved it all to the other end of the room so that we can move this, because, like I said, I want carpeting. So then if I go around here, you can see this. I love these cabinets. This is an old wooden one. I got at an antique shop, and a shelf, and that's where my, you know, Sizzix Big Shot thing is. And then I have this one, and I think this is from an old laboratory, and I have my die cuts in that drawer and punches in that drawer, and just all kinds of stuff. And it's a mess right there right now because I'm still figuring out where to put everything. Then I have this that I got at St Vinnie's, and I put vinyl letters on the front on the ones, but I've changed a few, so. And that's where I have a lot of my stuff. Then we had built these shelves, and I really liked them in a way. They weren't 12 inches deep. We made them so that there was 12 inches space, but you can see there's a gap on that top one, like right there. Anyway, but this is where the problem comes in. I used to have, or I have, all these white, sorry about the mess, but this is what I'm working on. So at the end of the day, that won't be there. But these white things from Michael's, you know, some of them have fallen apart. They just aren't right, if you know what I mean. And I had them pulled out further, and I had a counter on it, but I got rid of the counter because I thought I was going to get like these really nice kitchen cupboards for here, and top kitchen cupboards, and a counter, and lighting. And the bid came in, and you know, I'm just flabbergasted. Oh, this drawer is open because I'm using my silhouette, and I make a little table out of that drawer. But anyway, so I don't know what to do. I love my file cabinets. So I have these file cabinets from, of course, St Vinnie's. Here, come around. Whoops. Okay, there we go. They aren't shut. Okay, so these are 3-drawer file cabinets, and I really like them because they're metal and they hold everything. Like, there's my pens and my wipes, and this is like the funny paints, and then all my Rolodex cards are in there. Not all of them, but some of them. And then down here I have all my Raisin Boat stamps, and Raisin Boat paper is all in this back part here. So, you know, and I like the way they roll, and they're real heavy duty. Whereas these things, and I have most of them empty now because, like I said, we're moving them. But what I was thinking, instead of getting the real expensive kitchen cupboards, just getting like 3 or 4 more of these things. Because I am so messy. And I'm just thinking, really, see how I got paint and stuff on there, and that'll wash off of there fine, but I just don't know if I want to do that, you know, real nice cupboards here, because, well, these aren't too bad as far as being dirty. This, I really like this one. These are all those plastic drawers from the plastic containers, you know. I don't really like the plastic containers, but so I put them in this, and this is a, you know, 2 of those ones from Michael's, and it's holding up okay. Then I have another file cabinet here, and that's like, well, this says ink, and this says tape, and the bottom one says paint, and that's what I have in there. This one, I'm not sure if I'm keeping that. The one on the bottom I might keep. That cube I'm not keeping. The one on the bottom there I might keep. The top one I'm not keeping. And there is Miss Sophie, where she likes to sit when I'm recording. But anyway, so any suggestions you have about should I get more file cabinets like this, or should I invest in the really nice kitchen cupboards? They have to be, they're very expensive, thousands of dollars, because, you know, they have to be heavy enough to hold paper, which is very heavy. So anyway, any suggestions you can give me, I'd really appreciate it. So I'm done crafting for today, and this is the way my desk looks at the end of the day. I usually get it pretty picked up. This is, I'm working on these Pocket Pals. Just, I don't know, they're just fun. I don't know, I don't have really any specific intent for them right now, but these are all 2.5 by 3.5 cards that I've cut. Those are a couple of already finished artist trading cards. This is a bunch of little things to put in or on them, and then I have a pile of die cuts here to use, and oh, I got these. I want to maybe use some of those. So of course my little pile fell over, but those are things I want to use maybe tomorrow. So okay, come over here. See, desk is pretty clean. It's pretty big. And then behind my desk I just have, this is where I've been putting my artist trading cards, and I started a page for myself of, like, I cut this die cut from silhouette today, and then I used it for a stencil, and oh, it's so pretty. And then those are papers I want to use. In fact, I have one here drying for, you know, backgrounds of our ATCs. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.